From now on, Escobar took even greater precautions with his security. No longer staying in a hideout for more than 2 days, he'd zip around the city by hiding in the boot of a taxi cab, driven only by his most trusted bodyguards. To make it through the comunas undetected, Pablo paid spotters, mostly young kids, to guide him around police checkpoints by using walkie-talkies. He also made sure to do the majority of his phone calls in that taxi too. By staying constantly on the move, it made it that much harder for Central Spike to get a lock on his signal. But even if they did, it wasn't going to do much good anyway. Pinzon's attitude to receiving intel was lackluster to say the least. Even more so his tactics when forced to act upon them. Clearly finding Escobar was only half the solution. If they were ever going to catch him, they needed a change in leadership. What they needed was Colonel Hugo Martinez. Now, as I said before, Colonel Martinez was in Spain at the time, and in the show, what makes President Gaviria desperate enough to bring back the character based on Martinez, Colonel Carrillo, is because Escobar starts killing cops again in retaliation for the failed raid on his finca. They make it seem like he took it personally, like it was a pride or ego thing, but this is not how it happened. In real life, Escobar didn't retaliate against Pinzon because he didn't really mind him all that much. He liked the fact he was incompetent. I mean, yeah, it's inconvenient fleeing your home, but at least you knew when Pinzon was coming. There's a funny story where Juan Pablo Escobar recalls just how little his father cared about the raids.
I remember many times, "Patron, be careful, the police is 500 meters away." "Oh, just bring my lunch, I'm hungry." "Tell me when they are 200 meters. Start eating his lunch and, Patron, they are 200 meters away. "Oh, just let me know when they are 50 meters. He was like always a step ahead. He didn't care, he didn't felt any fear at all. So 50 meters before the police arrived, he would just walk a little bit and he'd hide in the woods and he watched them. And once they get away, he finished his lunch.
There's a famous line by Napoleon Bonaparte, which is, never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake. And if you're Pablo Escobar and you got someone like Pinzon after you, the last thing you want to do is to get him replaced by killing cops, because then you're going to make Gaviria desperate enough to bring in someone serious. This inevitably did happen, but not until after 2 months of Pinzon's apathetic failures and the Americans' constant lobbying to bring back Colonel Martinez, which he did in September 1992. When that happens in Narcos, there's a fantastic scene where Colonel Carrillo, the character inspired by Hugo Martinez, lets Escobar know he's back in town by driving into Barrio Escobar and then pissing on the man's mural. Such a cool scene, but I'm sorry to say completely made up. In real life, Colonel Martinez got under Escobar's skin by doing what he did best. First, he focused on whipping Search Block into shape, and once they were, he coordinated with the DEA and Central